It's time. What's up, guys? SoloDF back with another video. Now today I got you guys with the first real NBA 2K22 leaks. So I don't know when I'm uploading this video, probably very early, and that is because Mike Wang, the head developer for NBA 2K, decided to go crazy at 3 a.m. on Saturday morning. This dude was putting out tweet after tweet of game-breaking leaks. So today I'm gonna go over everything that he tweeted out, and because I know you guys are already wondering,
is 2K22 looking good or is it looking bad?
Based off these tweets, 2K22 is looking pretty good. Now, if you guys want a free NBA 2K22, I'm going to start doing giveaways on my Twitter at YT_solo. So make sure to follow me on there. Turn on my post notifications. You guys do miss out on that. And before we hop into these tweets that Mike Wang just put out, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. We're on the road to 400K. And turn on my post notifications so you guys don't miss a stream or upload. But anyways, it's officially time. NBA 2K22 leaks and news are here. We are done with NBA 2K21. You know, we can leave that in the past. If you guys haven't, make sure to drop a like in this video. Let's aim for 5,000 likes, but let's hop into the leaks. Alright, so Mike Wang is still currently tweeting. I'm making this video. You know, if he puts out any crazier tweets, I'm gonna have to add it to the end of the video. But he is currently still tweeting. So I was actually live when Mike Wang started tweeting, and people were spamming my chat saying like,
yo, Mike Wang's tweeting this, Mike Wang's tweeting that.
So look, it all started 2:40 a.m. August 21st, Saturday. Mike Wang tweeted this: new seasonal animation content drops are for my players only, not NBA players. The goal is to keep the game fresh all year long and encourage players to use signature moves that they otherwise may not have. Don't worry, there will still be a ton of variety to choose from at launch. If you guys haven't heard, this year for NBA 2K22, there's going to be different seasons. It's kind of going to be like a Fortnite battle pass, where each season there's going to be different rewards and animations and stuff that they add to the game. A few minutes later, Jaggy at ___D_Rose___ said, will it just be locking existing animations behind this season's concept? Mike Wang said some of the content is from previous 2Ks, like the Curry slide, but most will be new. So something else that we're going to get into later is Mike Wang said once they add content, they don't take it out. So let's say they add the Curry slide into the game, they're never going to take it out just because the season changes. Now this is kind of alarming because he said the Curry slide while talking about the season's concept. So what if the Curry slide isn't in the game at launch, but when it gets to winter or whatever, the winter season, they add the Curry slide? Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the Curry slide should definitely be in the game at launch, and it probably will be. Like, there's no way they don't put the Curry slide in the game at launch. But it's going to be interesting to see what animations they add throughout the year. And I do kind of like this idea because let's say the dribbling meta is kind of weird, it's kind of slow, and then the next season hits and they add some crazy new signature styles, crazy new animations, and the dribbling gets better from season to season. So I like what they're doing with this whole seasons idea as of right now. Obviously, we have not touched the game, so we don't know exactly what it's going to be like, but I like the idea. Next up, off that tweet, iMag Xbox said, will you only be able to purchase them during the duration of that season? Mike Wang said, some content will be season exclusives, but the actual on-court gameplay SIGs, shots, and moves will stay in the game once they're dropped. So this goes back to what I was saying before. Once they add the SIGs and moves or whatever to the game, they will not take them out once that season leaves. So if you get them during that season, you can keep them for the remainder of NBA 2K22, which seems pretty cool. And what's kind of interesting is he said shots and moves. So what does he mean by that? Are they going to be adding like different fadeaway animations and different like jump shots throughout the year? Like, that's going to be kind of interesting. Next up, Tio replied and said, Mike, if I get a good ass jump shot and you take it away from me in a new season, I won't be happy. Mike said, once again, shots won't be taken away, only added. So he was really drilling this into our heads that once they're in the game, they won't be taken away. So I don't know if you guys thought these tweets were crazy already, like you're getting crazy knowledge so far. Wait until these next few tweets because it gets crazier. All right, so this next tweet is from Backhand. He said, how has shooting changed exactly this year? Mike said, hard to explain in a tweet. Main change is a much larger weighting towards coverage. Aiming is gone. Okay, so shot aiming out of the game completely. I explain more in the upcoming courtside report in a couple weeks. Shooting is more predictable this year. I'm pretty confident the community will like it. This is good. Shot aiming being gone is going to help Zens be taken out of the game completely. I'm sure there's still going to be like some loopholes and people are going to find out how to use Zens, which is bad. I'm also going to talk about shooting vibration later in the video. He did put out a tweet about that, and he did talk more about the shooting in NBA 2K22, which I'm going to get into in a couple tweets later. Like I said, tweets are only going to get crazier from here on out. Next up, Friendly Gecko said, is steady shooter gone, Mike? Please say yes. And Mike said yes. I mean, steady shooter was kind of OP in 2K20, but it also did make you miss wide open. So I don't know. Is that badge OP? I didn't really seem too OP to me in 2K21, but in 2K20, it was kind of OP. Now here's a big one. Tez said this to Mike Wang, and can you please let us stay 99 after all the hard work we put in? Instead of losing our 99 stats if we lose a game, some of us don't have squads and play with randoms. Mike Wang said, you won't lose 99 this year. Finally, Mike, thank you. Thank you, 2K. Thank you, Mike Wang, whoever put this rule into place. We're finally not going to lose overalls. I'm sure you guys have grinded to like 99 overall. You hop in the stage, lose a couple games, and all of a sudden you're a 97. Or maybe you're a corner sitter and you just don't get the ball, so you just drop when you play down to like a 95 or something like that. But finally, Mike Wang said we're not going to lose overall once we get it in NBA 2K22. So I like that. Here's another kind of crucial piece of information. So T-Bone tweeted and said, will animation / SIGs be limited per position? For example, will we see power forwards and centers able to curry slide and other animations if their playmaking is high, or will certain animations be locked to certain positions? Mike Wang said, we're getting more animations based on size and ability this year. So this is very interesting. Mike Wang did have a spelling mistake in this reply. I don't know if you guys noticed. We don't have to pay attention. I don't know why I mentioned that. We don't have to pay attention to that though. But this is interesting because let's say you hit a certain cutoff, even if you have the playmaking for it, you are, let's say, 6'8", even if you have the same playmaking as a 6'4" guy, you might have different animations, because he said based on size and ability, there's going to be different animations this year, which is kind of interesting. So I want to see what they do with that. Now here is where it really gets crazy. Stay Dangerous said, what's most important is us using the controller. Will the muscle memory of dribbling be the same, or will we have to learn how to dribble again? Mike Wang said dribbling is probably closer to 20 than 21 control wise. Example, holding the pro stick always shoots like 20, but there are new moves and combos you're gonna want to learn. So this is good already. I'm not gonna lie, I've heard leaks that 2K22 is kind of like a 2K20 remastered, and this just kind of confirms it. Mike Wang saying dribbling is closer to 20 than 21. How do you guys feel about that? Because 2K20 did have solid dribbling, but it was nothing crazy. You know, it was a lot of side to side movement, not the fastest movement, but compared to 2K21 next gen, it's definitely better. But if NBA 2K22 is like 2K20, I think that is very good for the community, very good for content creators. 2K22 is looking good already. Next up, Jojo said, will you still need a high 3-point to shoot because it was hard to shoot with an 83-point shot? First off, before I get to Mike's response, I agree with Jojo. On NBA 2K21, you needed like an 85 plus 3 to really be consistent. Of course, you have your lockdowns, which have like a 75 3-pointer, which they're pretty consistent, but if you want to be very consistent, you need like an 85 plus 3 to really knock down every shot. And that's why you had a bunch of playmaking shot creators. There was not a lot of build diversity in 2K21. Mike replied with, you don't have to be as high as last year to be a perimeter shooting threat if you have good timing at least. This is huge. I don't know if you guys realize how big this actually is, but if they lower the percentage or whatever needed to hit 3-pointers, let's say guards can shoot with a 75 3-pointer. If you're good and you know how to time your shot, I feel like that's fair, because then that allows us to make builds that are good at defense, maybe good at finishing, but if you still have a solid 3-point, then you can shoot. In 2K21, you couldn't do that. You needed to have shooting in your pie chart, and that's why we had so many play shots, because the other guard builds were not viable. But if they lower the 3-point needed, this is looking good. That's why 2K20 was so good. There were so many good different guard builds. You could make builds all year long. I like what Mike Wang is doing so far, especially with these tweets. Maybe he's just putting out the good stuff. He probably is. Why would he put out something that didn't make the game look good? But still, 2K22 is looking good so far. Next up, and I'm not even going to read the tweet, Mike Wang basically just said overalls won't drop this year. So it's not just 99, you know, you're not going to lose it at 99, but overalls in general. So you get to 96 overall, you're not going to drop. You can only go up. Let me just check real quick. Did Mike Wang tweet out anything else? No. Okay, so it seems like he's kind of stopped. It's 4 a.m. when I'm recording this video, but it seems like he's finally kind of slowed down. So next up, Nebs said, I would pay thousands of dollars to know if you removed vibration from 22 or not. Can't have Zen made bozos like how 21 had for 90% of the year. Mike Wang said, the vibration shock you is gone. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this. Is this a W or L that shot vibration is gone? Because I personally like shot vibration. I think it makes it easier to shoot. You guys could probably agree, because for the muscle memory, shot vibration is nice. If it's gonna eliminate Zens, then this is good, but I still feel like there's gonna be a way for Zens to function. There's gonna be certain scripts or something for them still to work. I don't know if taking vibration out is gonna completely eliminate Zens. If it does, then that's good. Take vibration out of the game, but I don't really know how to feel about this. So you guys let me know what you think. Next up, and this is another big one from Mike Wang. So, Brow Die said, Appalooba, how different is current from next gen? Mike Wang said, current and next gen are much more similar on court this year compared to last. And there's another tweet that I'm about to show you guys that further confirms this. But basically, next gen and current gen are going to be very similar. You guys know how in 2K21, current gen and next gen were like in two completely different games. The dribbling was way different. The shooting was way different. The builds were different. The rep rewards, everything was different in 2K21 current and next gen. But it looks like NBA 2K22 current gen and NBA 2K22 next gen are going to be very similar. Let me go to this next tweet. So my guy Drive Ping, he's a big supporter. He said, at Baluba, does no shot meter still give you a boost to your shot percentage in 2K22? Baluba said yes. This is kind of expected, so not really a big deal. This isn't the tweet that I thought I was going to, but this is still solid news. All right, this is the tweet that I was looking for. So Joe Ross the fourth said, Appalooba, will both next and current gen console receive the new animations and SIGs, or will one get some exclusive to its generation? Mike Wang said the plan is to release the same SIG animations on both gens. So this is personally huge for me. I don't know about you guys, but if we have the same SIGs on both gens, some of you guys might be thinking, well, why would you even buy the other game? And that's kind of true, but this is good for content creators. This is good for people that only have current gen, because let's say that you have a content creator that plays next gen a lot and you only have current gen, so you don't play that game. But if the SIGs are the same, the dribbling system is probably going to be the same, the dribble tutorials, all that stuff's going to be the same, so all the animations are going to be compatible. In 2K21 next gen and current gen, the dribbling systems were way different, but in 2K22 it's looking like a lot of animations and a lot of the maybe builds that hasn't been confirmed yet. But if the builds are the same on both gens, it's going to get really interesting, and it's going to be kind of interesting to see what are the actual differences between games, because right now Mike Wang is making it look like the games are very similar to each other. Mike 23 said new jump shot landings Appalooba, and Mike Wang said yes. I mean, that's something that they kind of add every year. They always add new little animations, walk pack, just stuff like that no one really cares about. I mean, it's cool, but no one really cares about it, like where it's like game breaking, like holy shit, this is the best 2K of all time, you know what I'm saying? And as of right now, that seems to be all of the leaks that Mike Wang is giving us. He went on a little rampage from like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. I don't know what he's doing. He's literally so random because he's so inconsistent. Like, he literally comes on Twitter like a few times per year, and he chose 3 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I don't know what's good with him, but if you guys are still watching, go in the comment section right now and comment Mike Wang. Just comment Mike Wang, you know, shout out Mike Wang. This will show me that you're loyal and you're still watching the video this far. And if you guys haven't, make sure to drop a like. Drop a like if you guys are excited for 2K22, because I am. I'm very excited. It's looking good already. Follow me on Twitch if you guys aren't already, solo_DF on Twitch. I've been streaming a lot on there. But yeah, guys, 2K22 is looking good already. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.
All of the fans, we finna go ahead and run up some bands. So much potential they don't understand. Shorty, you supposed to be holding my hand. You were supposed to be part of the plan. Everything's different when you got a man. I might still go like your place on the ground. I swear that niggas be hating. They saying I can't make a banger. I did it again. Shut up, little Tucker. We finna link with the bros and go ahead and hop in the bands. Don't listen to all the shit that they telling you, cause the truth is they ain't really your friend. Shorty, I know that these niggas ain't there for you.